Alright, let's see if we're live. And if we've broken anything. Happy New Year, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, Raph's running in slow motion. That's probably not good. Can we move full speed? Yeah. No, he's just very slow jogging. Now, I remember last time when we played, we missed a week there. It was Christmas. Last time we played, we did have some bugs in here because I have a save named Investigate Bugs in Prodigal. So, definitely some bugs to fix, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we did finish the quest. We just had some wonkiness, so.
Kid. Alice. You know it had to go down this way, right? There's no telling if they would have let you go afterwards. Or if you'd fucked something up.
I'm not judging you, but I did have it handled. See this? Drop a pellet into the fire, put my mask on, walk out while they're unconscious. Or dead.
Who the hell taught... Huh. Cassie, right? Shit. Should've known. Old hag sure had some vicious tricks up her sleeve.
Humans are easier to kill than to treat.
Cassie teach you that one too?
No. You did.
Fiona want to hear from you first. We can talk after, yeah?
Okay. Alright, so we completed the Nightingale quest. Where are we at now? Let's see. Prodigal. Oh, we gotta report to Fiona still, though. Alright, she is back at Mass Bay. Alright. Hey, Canuck, how's it going? Enclave, Samuts, grumpy old fart. 7 p.m. here, still same old year. Fair. Yeah, I'm still not in the new year yet, but still feels appropriate to shout it out. Did a little New Year's thing with my family at a restaurant tonight, and we were toasting at 6 p.m. with the kiddos. Wasteland Carabiner, Sledge, how's it going? Sean, hello. Good evening. Nothing special tonight for New Year's, guys. We're just chilling. Getting back on the routine. I already knocked out a week for Christmas, so I want to get back onto it. Start off, you know, I have become one of those believers that trying to base things around a date ends up in failure most of the time. So, like, I already started New Year's resolution stuff like a month ago. So, to me, nothing special tonight. It is nice to reflect on the year, though. I do appreciate that. And, you know, it feels very odd that we only released one thing this year. And that we only had, like, 2 big patches for SS2. And actually only one really big one. So yeah, it feels a little light on releases, but we did a lot this year. We're gonna have 2 things probably releasing relatively early in 2026. We've been busy. Only one of them I'm allowed to talk about. Maybe I've said too much already. Alright, let's go turn this in. Most of the gunners, I think we've taken them out. Nope, who? He made me a liar right there. Hollow Anarchist, Happy New Year from the future. Conqueror 2 in 2026. I can tell you about Conqueror 2. The writing was completed about 3 weeks ago. It's on my to-do list to dig into and see. Check on feasibility. When you were 100% with SS2, I want you and staff to do a drunk stream talking about SS2 deving. Alright guys, I'm going to throw a crazy idea out there. You guys know what you think. Because Rick and I got way too excited about this idea. And then haven't actually done anything with it. But what would you guys think if I told you we were going to take SS2 and rebuild it, but like knowing everything we knew now and figuring out how to make it an official project, like something where we like do something big, like what we did with Doom, where we like get Bethesda involved. It would probably have to be a paid thing. I don't know. We got excited about the idea of like doing it over and doing it right, like not having jank, not having, or having the story like fixed up a little bit. There are some weird spots in it. I don't know. It was an idea we got excited about, but not anything time soon because I still want to finish what we started. But we did get excited about the idea of like
maybe you should be proud.
Welcome back.
When I'm doing my clean stream of like, man, there are some parts in the quest where we would probably go a different route now. Not anything too crazy, but like
told me what
I think you
happened.
guys all have asked for
I'm
a
not
skip
sure how I feel
for a
about
lot of
any of
chapter
it.
1 since there's not a lot of
But I
action.
suppose it's not our responsibility anymore.
It all worked out in the end.
I think I'm overdue on a heart-to-heart with Ellis. Thanks for everything, friend. Last thing I thought I'd hear you say. But I guess he learned more from Cassandra than I realized.
I am playing Old Gen,
and from
Sean.
you too.
Your Shitty B, hello.
Don't spread it around.
Sonic Phil, how's it going? Happy New Year.
To lynch me for corrupting the saintly nightingales.
Wasting
Sounds
career
like
like
I'd
your
have
own
to go
game.
through Ellis
I think it would be
first.
more like official DLC for Fallout 4. That was more what we were thinking.
Ellis, I think we should talk. Properly.
Nah, I'm not
What
sticking to
you
the port.
did was
We already have
irresponsible
SS2 out
and
there for free for
dangerous.
everybody. It would be like
It was also very brave.
I'd do it again.
a version where we
Being out
spent
there alone, I
you know,
realized. Well,
6 or 7 figures
I think I know
developing
what I'm
it
worth
so
now,
that it
and I won't
became a real
apologize for
thing.
that. I won't go back to Diamond City. Even if you decide I
Anyway,
can't stay.
it was just an idea we were
Going to send
getting
you
excited about.
away? I'm not
because
as
there
brilliant as
are,
Cassandra, but I hope
there
there's
are
still some things I
some
can teach you.
Things we could do really
Remember
well if we
asking
got
things when I'm
official
sleep
support.
deprived, okay?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hey,
I think you should
well,
run yourself
all
right
that's
to
wrapped
this
and gets
hospital.
back where he belongs.
You can't do it all
Let's hope he
alone.
keeps out of trouble for a
So
while.
don't the rest of us help.
Listen, I've said it
You drive a
before.
hard bargain.
That's more than a couple
you're
of
right.
favors I owe you now.
Deal.
And
Quiet if you want to
hate
try to
the
listen to
idea of
KG.
getting out there more, so how about it?
Hey, Raven.
Need
Snowing
some
and beautiful
coffee
right
on the
now.
road?
Fantastic.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Then I'm right behind you.
Cancel. Raphael's not available to be a companion. Cool. Oh, it already. Dog meat's like, all right, fine. Then I'm just gonna go home anyway. Where'd he go? Did he just run off to Red Rocket? Catch the dog. Catch the dog. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, I think we missed him. I think when you hit cancel, he just goes wherever he wants. Maybe he'll be like right outside here. You give me just to 3D print ASAMs and put them into the show. How's season 2? I haven't been watching it because well, you guys have heard me rant against Amazon. I'm not giving them my money. It looks very cool though. I keep seeing like screenshots and headlines everywhere. I can't avoid them. Fair, Canuck. Fair. That is a very fair take lately. No season 2 spoilers. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Sledge. Someday I'll get to watch it. So yeah, I'd agree with that. It's hard to avoid spoilers though. Like anybody that I follow on social media, like they keep blasting about it. So I have to like try and like one eye look at their posts. Hey, Babylonia, Far Harbor Marine. Who else have I missed? There's a lot of chat going on right now. Aiden James, how's it going? Season 2 is really good. Cool. Alright. We are apparently over encumbered. And I think Doggy ran away, so we gotta go find him. That is our #1 mission. Alright, what do we have here that we can ditch? I guess I don't need the syringe rifle. I think I had that for a quest. I said I'll keep the fire. I don't really need to loot anything anymore. Fairly rich at this point, so I guess I can get rid of the second pompadour weight. Not that that weighed enough to be bothered with. All right, let's go find dog meat. That's mission number 1. We gotta go off to Red Rocket. I think that's where he ends up. I won't let me fast travel. Oh, because there's enemies nearby. There's that respawn. And Ronnie, baby, hello. Happy New Year. Playing Skyrim, fantastic. Oh, you're enjoying Bard's College. That's good to hear. I spent the day working on Bard's College wiki. So we started the King F Creations wiki. Finally, I meant to start it back when Bards first released, and just life has been a whirlwind, and finding time to do that's not been happening. So I finally made it a priority, and I now have sections done for East Empire, McLaren's, at Hell's Gate, and I left the big 2 for last. So I've been playing Bards all day, trying to collect information. Hey, Carbon Kid. I'm watching as it comes out, then I'm going to binge season 1 and 2 for a second rewatch. I do enjoy the switch back to shows on a weekly release, like the binging thing, like with shows releasing all at once. Was fun when it first came out, and that was during like when Netflix started that, back in a time when I had time to watch tons of TV shows, and now that I have very little time, I appreciate the like long-term camaraderie it creates, right? Like the speculation video. Even though I'm not watching them for Fallout, like I do appreciate the hype that's going on for a long period of time. Like everybody getting excited about the week's episode, people can talk about it, like the water cooler moments, like that. That was a good thing that I think television did. That went away for a while. All right, where the hell is this guy? Oh God! Oh, I survived. That was going to be a fall to the death for sure there. Alright, we might just run away from here. Oh, hold on. Never too rich to take ammo. Oh, found somebody.
Do I aim for the head?
Oh, and a gunner. At the line. Oh, what is happening? Look at this. I tried to loot him and he just grabbed onto him. There we go. Yeah, there's still somebody alive up there. Alright, just run away. Oh, glad I didn't shoot. I was like, that one doesn't look like a gutsy. Hanging out. Okay. The music feels really loud to me. Is it loud for you guys? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It felt pretty intense. Alright, now let's see if we can travel. We gotta go rescue dog meat. I like you, Raph, but not as much as I like my Lone Wanderer perk. And right away, I heard someone and was thinking, that guy sounds like Magnuson turned to see Olvis. Ah, that's why. Eric Amber's got a new YouTube video. When did it come out? I did not see it. We may have to watch it together in a moment here. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, Erica. How's it going? Happy New Year. Crabs for everyone.
Maximum crabs!
Oh, it's just in the last few hours. No, we'll definitely have to watch that.
Come on, boy.
It's time to go.
Okay. Alright. Oh, good. My actual campaign status enhanced. Actually, correctly dismissed. Okay, what do we have? What are we actually working on right now? Commonwealth Rising. Speak to Jake via HQ radio or in person. Alright, we'll call him via radio. We'll make sure that's working. I tend to generally do all of my stuff in person, and I need to test the radio stuff too sometimes. In fact, let's be a little scientific here. Let's go ahead and do both.
Oh, hey. I was just thinking about calling you. Cassandra gave me the report on all those components. Still can't believe one of them was rigged to blow up. I never would have noticed something like that. Not until it was too late. Wonder why the gunners would put something like that into the hub. Maybe some kind of insurance?
That seems kind of unnecessary.
Maybe. But don't forget, this is the gunners we're talking about. I wouldn't put it past them. Anyway, the rest of the components check out and are safe to install. Each component comes with a unique benefit. The one I'm most excited about will make the array more energy efficient. But there's also one that would extend the array's broadcast range. Now, that would come in handy if we wanted to start using ASAMs further afield. Not that I'm saying we should do that right now, but it might be useful in the future.
Oh, we're gonna fail that check because he won't see my red dress. How will I tempt him with this check?
So what happens now?
I suggest our next project should be to install all these new parts. Really kick the comm array up a notch. I'll put the assignment on the board. You know the drill by now, so I'll let you get to it. See you later.
Okay, that one works. Alright, now let's reload and let's go do it in person. Make sure that works as well. Crab Invaders. Fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to watch that, Erica. Well, let's get things moving here first. Alright, now I'm very curious about... Actually, hold on a second. I gotta check something. What is the date on our last patch? Because I might need to update, because I am told that some people are experiencing crashing right now in HQ. So this is a great time to test that. Alright, so hold on. Mod files, package directory, SS2. What is the last date of our ESM? Was it the 12th? Is that correct? I thought we had one more recently than that. Was it? Oh yeah, I guess it would have been before Christmas. That makes sense. Yeah, looks like 12/12. Okay, I think our stuff is up to date. I saw my files before I logged in were the 17th, so we should be good there. Okay, so now let's go and bop into HQ, and we'll see if we get a little crash that some people have been reporting. It could be a next-gen issue, which would be very unfortunate. But I can always load the save it in next-gen on my other computer. Come on, Fallout 4, you got this. How many of you are still playing? How many of you are playing on next gen of Fallout 4? How many of you actually playing Fallout 4 even right now? So I guess the question is, if you are playing Fallout 4 and you're on the next gen update, let me know. I am very curious. Not next gen, I guess, anniversary edition upgrade. It's really confusing the way all these things get named, right? Let's say the current live build of Fallout 4. Okay, no crash. That's good. Cool. No crashes, and our departments are hard at work. I like to see it.
Please note that the drinking
163
water
forever.
That's
kind of where I'm at, Phil. I think that's where most GOG players are, too.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Hey, Kez. Made lunch, got distracted back now. Oh, good, you haven't missed us our group watch of Erica's latest video. Who opened that? We have ghosts. Or maybe a hungry dog.
Hey, it's good to see you.
And Jake put himself in the
You've
corner.
come a long way since the day you left that vault. Oh, hey there. Perfect timing. Cassandra gave me the report on all those components. Still can't believe one of them was rigged to blow up. I never would have noticed something like that. Not until it was too late. Wonder why the gunners would put something like that into the hub. Maybe some kind of insurance?
That seems kind of unnecessary.
Maybe, but don't forget, this is the gunners we're talking about. I wouldn't put it past them. Anyway, the rest of the components check out and are safe to install. Each component comes with a unique benefit. The one I'm most excited about will make the array more energy efficient. But there's also one that would extend the array's broadcast range. Now, that would come in handy if we wanted to start using ASAMs further afield. Not that I'm saying we should do that right now, but it might be useful in the future.
Oh, that's interesting. So on the radio, the why not now was a skill check.
What do you mean? Why not?
Look, let's just focus our efforts on the Commonwealth for the time being, all right?
Ooh, we gotta investigate that. That's weird. That means we screwed up somewhere. One side or the other, I'm not sure which. Alright, hold on a second. So this would be still a Chapter 2. This is MQ27 we're playing. Character, quest. If I find anything interesting, I'll bring you guys in the CK, but I want to take a look at these scenes real quick. See if it's anything obvious. Alright, let's see here. We are on Last Project Radio. Yeah, why not now is a speech check. And then if I go to Last Project in person, why not now? Yeah, it's set up, but it doesn't correctly have a speech check set up. So let's fix that. Last Project Radio. I gotta see what type of speech check it is. It's a hard speech check. All right, let's fix that for in person. Make sure that I think the response is set up correctly because, yeah, get speech challenge successful. Okay, cool. So it was just missing the speech check. All right, let me put that in our little patch note thing for here. Oh, I rolled back the save Mount Hunter so I could double check to make sure the radio and in-person versions were working, and I'm glad I did because I found that the radio version had a speech check set up and the in-person version was missing it. Alright, there we go. First bug conquered for the day. Not an exciting one, but we gotta squash them all eventually. Canuck OG, not currently playing a 4, middle of a London playthrough. Cool. Was this your first playthrough, or are you playing it a second time with their big update? Looks like they added a hell of a lot of content into that update. Whistling here, there's OG, NG, AE, the current version of the latest version of NG. Yeah, the problem with the AE though is there's a difference between like AE as in you paid for the upgrade versus AE as in the updated version. I think that's a point of confusion. Latest Steam version start yesterday. Oh, cool. Well, next time you're on the stream, keep me posted if you run into any weird issues with Anniversary Edition. I'm very curious. You want an SS2 Lego set? I keep seeing I don't remember if it's at Target or Best Buy, one of those stores that I find myself at more often than I should. They've got a Red Rocket set on sale, but it's Mega Blocks, and my kids and I have tried to build Mega Block sets, and they suck compared to Lego. Like, the instructions are kind of janky. The pieces don't sit together quite right. It's like you can tell they're knockoff Lego. I don't like to be elitist about this, but man, Lego they do a really damn good job. Instructions are clear. I think I have built with my kids over the years over 100 sets, and we've never had a missing piece. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. How's the collection going? Collection's going good, Rainey. How are you doing? The collection is out there. I am going to keep updating it. I'm going to add some more stuff. People gave me a bunch of good stuff to add to it for the next update. I'll probably tie updates to it to days that I patch SS2, unless there's some problem people find that I need to fix. I have the Red Rocket knockoff set. How is it, Arena? Also, hello. I don't know if I've said that to you yet. All right, I'm going to find this video from Eric real quick. I think one of you guys linked it already, and then I will...
I can't explain how, but...
Oh, hold on. I got to get this full screened and get you guys over here to watch this. Eric, are you cool with me playing this on stream? I don't want to steal your views. The second playthrough side of the fifth column display. It feels like cartoon villain and not a real faction. No problem. Awesome, Erica. Yeah, I never made it through the whole of London. I made it through. I played like the intro, and then I played through a bunch of the fish people quest line, and that's pretty much it. Because then I got to get my. It started hijacking my plugins.txt file, and I was getting annoyed, so I uninstalled it. I was gonna have two playthrough, like a private playthrough of London going while I worked on my Let's Play, but that just didn't work out. So I don't know if they've got a cleaner way to keep two installs separate now, but it was driving me bad. I didn't like it enough to deal with the pain of that. I'm sure there's a way to deal with it. I just didn't figure it out, so I moved on for now. I'll go back to it eventually. Okay, all right, let's get this up. All right, I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. Let's see, I need to switch to dev machine. All right, can you guys see? Well, I don't, hold on, I need to get, where's chat? Where did chat go? Chat is here. Move it. Oh, I shrunk you guys. We'll move you over here. All right, can you guys see Magnuson cartoon version on screen? We got to watch Eric Amber's new animatic. Cool. Thank you, Canuck. Oh, we gotta crank up this volume.
I can't explain how, but I feel like my nose itches.
We've a bit of a problem.
About time, Chief. I don't know if someone was trying to play some pirated holotape game, but I've placed myself in isolation, so the comma ray should be fine. I must apologize for how I'll behave while infected with this virus.
Oh, hey.
How's he doing?
Could be worse.
Morden! Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When you hear my whistle, hear me shout. Tip me up and pour me out. Bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. A bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. A bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird is the word. Bird, bird.
Maybe. Oh, I know.
That's worth a try. There.
It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you.
Okay.
Amidst the chaos of swirling sand and hidden predators, one creature stands apart. The furious crab. Maximum crab! Crab people, taste like crab, talk like people, crab people.
Uh-oh. This can't be good. Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Okay, just give us a few seconds here.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
I wouldn't mind hearing another song. Something about water.
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore they work all day. Out in the sun they slave away. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea. I can't say I wouldn't have enjoyed it, stealing you from your husband.
Whoa, Krabby.
Ah, yes. What a terrible fate that would be. To love you from a distance.
Whatever you say, pal.
I am the man in the machine, yes, but I am still very much the man. Am I a good boy?
Good boy. Stay.
Hey, how'd it go?
Well, there's only one way to find out. Hey, old Rusty. Feel better now?
Okay. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. Open your eyes. Let's begin. Yes, it's me. It's Magnuson. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod. But what can I say except you're welcome?
For crying out loud.
For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay. You're welcome.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I'm just an ordinary
This is your best
guy.
one.
Hey, there's no need to pray. It's okay. You're welcome. Ha! I guess it's just my way of being me. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, who did it? Who tried to play crab invaders on Madison's terminal?
Unhand me, crustacean.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Wow, that's 4 minutes. That's a lot of work. Nice work, Erica. Fantastic. Everybody go give this a like. I'll put it. Somebody already linked it in chat, but I'll link it again. Go spam this with the like buttons. Whoops. Whoopsie. Wrong thing. Oh, I let it.
I can't explain
Right,
how,
we gotta give it a like
but
too. And we gotta give it a share. Great post. Go. Amazing. Boop. All right. Nice work. So good. You got real crazy with all the like cutscenes and stuff over to different parts of HQ. It was so good. All right, so I'm catching up on chat. Okay.
So what
that was
now?
great. That was
I
so good.
suggest
I'm going to be
your next
watching that again
project
later. That's
Should be
so
to install
funny.
all these new parts.
We got to send that
Really
to Will.
kick the comm array up a notch. I'll put the assignment on the board. You know the drill by now, so I'll let you get to it. See you later.
I hear Magnolia is as beautiful as ever. And that voice.
Okay, we got another project to start here. I already forgot what
Decent
it's called.
settlement. I've seen better, but
I think it's
I have seen worse.
an engineering upgrade, right? It's the Comrie upgrade. Just don't remember what it's called. Comrie upgrade. Okay, I didn't remember. I think we are going to be shy some resources here. Not catwalks. Oh, that's right. It's a logistic room. Comrie upgrade. Hey, hold on a second. Let's. Okay, well, we'll build it, but I do want to make sure. This is one of those I could see people never finding. From engineering department in command mode. Okay, well, these people, we gave them the clue to go look under engineering department.
Had another dream about the wall. Can we get one of those here?
Now, we went through this.
I'm proud to call you a fellow vault dweller.
Oh, hi.
Who are you talking to there, buddy?
Yes.
I hate the way the idle system works in Bethesda's games. It really needs to be rethought a little bit. Sometimes they talk in their sleep. They'll often talk when you're nowhere near them. It's very odd. Okay, so what if you're doing this yourself, if you're playing through Chapter 2 and you're doing the HQ stuff, when you're doing the quest moments right now, and this is something I have on my radar to try and smooth out because I know it's uncomfortable to have to do this, but currently your best bet is to go into HQ and turn off the automated departments while you're trying to run one of those projects, because otherwise likely what will happen is other projects will keep cutting in front of you even if you put them on the task list, and that's because projects that require multiple departments are very, very complicated for the code to handle. There's just not an efficient way to run that math in Papyrus, so Instead, it just goes department by department and tries to distribute all of its energy because that's the most efficient code we can write. Case in point for writing complex assignment type code is how long it takes to run the comma ray assignment tool. If you've ever tried to run that, it takes literal real-time hours to do because Papyrus wasn't designed for this kind of stuff. Okay, so we will leave that running, and in the meantime, what will we work on? Let's see here. Look and see if we have anything from SS2 we can go poke at, because we can try and find some bugs in that stuff. Because the potential recruits I know right now for us is broken because my save file has a bugged character. I do have on my list to make a tool for recovering from that, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who's run into that. Oops, here we go. Miscellaneous, what do we have here? Does this one have markers on it? Because I'm missing a... Still have someone to kill for, oh my god. The miscellaneous works slightly different in every one of Bethesda's games, so it's driving me nuts here. Alright, show on map. Do we have any more of these that we can show? No, it doesn't show them. Oh, I have to remember the locations from going to... from the notes in their house, which I don't remember. I know we did... I believe we did the Mirelurk one. Don't know if we did the Deathclaw or not, because he's down here somewhere, right? Old Sharptooth. The Mirelurk Queen, I'm fairly certain we did, because I believe it's over by, like, Coastal Cottage area. I think it's around here somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Was it this? Is it this Mirelurk? You know what, let's just go to... Let's go to Concord. We'll check his house. We're gonna be waiting for a few anyway while this finishes up. Happy New Year, Brian. How are you? The next one's gonna be audio from the latest one. Oh man, if you guys want some laughter, go watch. Can somebody find a link to it? The last stream we did, where because that was for the 5-year anniversary. It started out with just me and Sarik talking, and then Tom, voice of Jake, jumped in, and then surprise guest Will jumped in as Magnuson, and man, the two of them just were on a roll. Oh, it was so freaking funny. I had to cut them off several times because I was worried they were taking it too far, and we were gonna lose a lot of folks. But it was so funny. Behemoth at the flooded tunnel near the airport. Don't know if you got him. No, I don't think I got him yet. I'm pretty sure I got the other two, but I'm gonna go double check the locations. Thank you, Canuck. Yeah, if you want some fun stuff, you can put it on the background because it's basically just audio. I mean, obviously not right now while we're all hanging out, but for later, grab that link. If you weren't there for it live or if you haven't watched it yet, it's so freaking funny. You guys almost. I'm gonna have to put a rule in place for next Super Chats for charity to limit the amount of sketches we do because it was getting real long there. Where? Oh, do I already have the note in my inventory? I may, and I have no idea what it's called. I'm gonna guess it's something with Thompson in it or Elias in it. Let's see. Since I never throw out anything, it'll be in this mess somewhere. Okay, I guess it's gone forever. What we should probably do, and I'm gonna put this in my, because this would take too long to do on stream right now, but I'm gonna put it in my notes because I have a list of like little longer form things I need to do in SS2. Is you think it's called hunt something? But I think what we should do is once you read that note, we should make it so that you just get objectives showing you where they are. Even if I just show like an area, Doesn't have to be right on top of them, but for Thompson's, after players read note about hunt locations. I really wish we had the feature they do in 76 where you have just a circle on the map to show you the area you should search. I really like that for quests. Typing some notes for myself. There we go. Alright, we'll see if it's called Hunt. There it is. Hunters Association Quarry List. The Matron. Coast near Salem. Actually, maybe we didn't get her yet. We didn't get Boss. I think we got Sharp Tooth. So I think we're missing 2 still. I don't know if we got them. I know we got... Oh, no, I think we did do the Matron. We definitely got a Meyer Lurk where he came running, so it must be just Boss we're missing still. Plumtel near the airport. Alright, let's go try our luck with that one. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure exactly where the flooded tunnel is, so we'll just go to this general area. Oh, guys, I have some very sad news. Cola's inspiration, Atlas, my dog, had to have an eye removed. He got some sort of disease or cancer that took his eyesight in one eye, and they were worried it was going to spread, so they had us remove the eye. Well, not us. They did it as a surgery on Tuesday and sent it to a lab to check and see what's going on. So we got a little one-eyed puppy right now, and he is enjoying some painkillers. So I'm thinking that I may need to make it a special project for my team to take Aiden's eye patch and make a version of it to equip on Cola. But I bring it up because I have to remember after the stream to go give him one more pain pill before bed tonight. But apparently he's been blind for quite a while, and we just didn't fully realize it in one eye. And so I guess this is not uncommon in older dogs, and he's not that old, but dogs don't live as long as you'd like. So, and a lot of times when dogs go blind like this, they eventually get glaucoma in the bad eye, and then that just causes them immense pain. I remember my mother had a Shih Tzu that happened to, went blind in both eyes, and then eventually got glaucoma, and the eyes swelled up really huge, and he was just in pain all the time. So, glad we get to avoid that at least. Alright, does anybody know where this tunnel is? Can you guys point me to it? Oh, is it this? Yep, found it. Never mind. Oh, God. Wait, why is he quiet? He's a mute behemoth. Oof, direct hit. miss with those. That felt very like a homing missile coming right at me. Oh, that one needs to look at. Okay. Alright, Elias. I better get somewhere where he can actually reach me. I'm like stuck in a tree here. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
This is preposterous! How dare you! If it wasn't for you barging in and blasting away like some trigger-happy teenager, that would have been my kill.
Now, Daddy, you were still getting set up when all the shooting started. You really need to calm down.
Ruby
It's not
became a
good for
talking
your
bush.
heart.
What? No, well... this is not over. Mark my words.
Again? Didn't we already go
At least
through this before?
one of the options
Make
was
up your
nah,
damn
nah, nah,
mind.
nah.
We were trying to find a safe, elevated position. We just found a likely spot when we heard, then saw you come in and start blasting away like some gangster.
He didn't even have his gun out of its bag yet. Oh, well, Daddy. Best we get back and start thinking about dinner. Bye-bye.
Alright, let's see if Boss had any good loot. Okay, let's see here. I think that's the last thing we have left to do outside for SS2 right now because, well, there is always the chance if we go to some of our busier settlements, we might just naturally receive some settlers. The Ron is currently, his recruitment system is stuck, but the natural release of settlers can still occur. So we can bop around some of our busier places and see if anybody showed up. Happy Nihilist, Happy New Year's to you.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Huh?
It's
What you doing there, Franklin?
human.
Just hanging out inside of a pipe.
Huh?
Alright, you guys all look like a regular.
Trail's treating you all right?
Yeah?
A regular crowd.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Can't remember the last time I had clean
This place is a
fingernails.
lot of people. Oh, it's got support for 37, okay. Holy cow, we got a lot of ramen. Yeesh.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
You're
back!
Easy living, this ain't.
Hope you ain't here for me.
Okay, oh, what do we got over here? Nope, more generic folks. Alright, let's go on to the next settlement. Probably Starlight or Sanctuary. Yeah, I probably should do that, Bond Hunter. Uh-oh, this is a scary long load time. If this were Xbox, I'd be certain it would be crashed by now. Although I had a funny experience about a month ago. I was doing some testing of something on Xbox, and the load screens for between two of the cells we were tinkering with the load time was better on my Xbox than it is on this PC that I'm playing on right now, which is very odd. And I'm not even talking about like an Xbox Series. I'm talking old school Xbox One. And it had a better load time than my PC. So I think there's something funky with this computer. Because I'm definitely on an SSD, but I don't think that's all that matters for load times. Oh, that's a trippy effect. The way they have these, the way they're using these kind of God Ray looking things. What a cool looking building. What is this? A Western Home by Maracne. Yeah, I'm not seeing any type of visitors here. I guess I don't know that we even have. We don't really have much in the way. Oh, you know where they're always hanging out is if they're here, they're going to be back at the bar or the casino over here. Having another stream until midnight, or am I being youthful and foolish? I thought about that, and that would have been a good idea. But so I have a thing I do on New Year's Eve, which is I go scramble to try to intelligently spend as much company funding as possible on things we need for the next year. So it'll be like upgrading people's hardware, picking up stuff in advance that I can, to make sure that I minimize our tax bill. So it's a very frantic thing I need to do last minute. So because taxes are a beast, and especially when you're trying to run a startup. So after I'm done here, I'm going to be going to do that. Make sure that I have taken care of. I've been working on that slowly. It's a thing I do throughout December, but this is like my last. It'll be like my last hour to get those last handful of write-offs I can pull off on the calendar year.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
We have rec training plots in HQ, or is that through training programs in HQ? Yeah, it was in. We intentionally didn't do that to try and differentiate, to just not make settlements obsolete once you get to HQ. So the idea was that you did something different. You had the training programs to cross-train your people instead, to make it feel a little bit different. So there's definitely some smoothing out to do with the training. I have a lot of notes of ideas. So we're going to get an HQ 3.0 patch. That'll probably be the next like big update, like the next like we did the HQ 2.0, and then we did the pre-pop update. It's probably going to be an HQ 3.0 because that I think is the biggest pain point. I know the Chapter 3 content has some pain points as well, and I'll get to those, but I hate to move on to working on overhauling that one before I finished HQ, because HQ, if people aren't getting past HQ, then it doesn't matter if there are blockers in Chapter 3, right? You're behind the house. What's behind the house? Oh, you think there might be some people waiting behind the house? Hey, Swap Slide, Happy New Year's to you as well. Stuck at work tonight. Oh, that's a bummer. What are you doing for work? That's got you working New Year's Eve. Hope you're not a bouncer, because whew, it's a rough one to have to deal with today. Oh, Happy Now, 2026 is going to be fantastic for us. We have some really killer stuff lined up for very early in the year already. Like a whole bunch of stuff I can't even talk about. We're very, very excited for next year. And our next Skyrim thing is spicy. It is, even those of you, like I know Brian has tried a version of it, you're not going to recognize it when we hand it back to you, which will be probably in a couple of weeks, because it has. We took your guys' feedback and went crazy with it.
Just when you think you're safe, you're not. That's how they always get you.
HQ's a pain for you, A1. Yeah, I think HQ's a pain for console players. It's almost unplayable. For PC players who just are not interested in new mechanics, it's just a straight up blocker. And then I think even people who like it acknowledge that it's super flawed. It's got a lot of clunky elements to it. So I got a lot of work to do. I'm committed to making it a cool experience because the version of it in my head would be so easy to use and so.
Yes? Huh?
Like I always want to try and get things that are easy to learn and difficult to master. And like right now,
Don't care much for good.
HQ is neither. I think it's like it's not easy to learn, and once you figure it out, it's like, oh, it's not that complicated. So I don't think it's in a good spot right now. It needs a lot of love. But my first order of business for it is just going to be to get it so that for people who are just like, yeah, I'm not into that, they have they can easily just, I don't want to say bypass it, but basically like be completely hands off. Like right now, the automated system did a lot for that, but it's still awkward. Like the thing you have to do with turning off automation temporarily, like that's not a smooth playthrough. So yeah, stuff to do. And then I think the second half of that will be making the stuff you get out of HQ and the later game stuff from it interesting enough to be worth putting in the effort, so that folks who do want to go through and play through it they're on their own without the automation, or even with some automation, can get value out of it. All right, later, Erica. Great job on the new video. I will 100% be watching that again later today. Don't read too much into spicy. When I say it, I just mean it's real good. The team is kind of like leveling up in VFX and level design, and like it is very visually stunning, and the voice acting is so freaking good.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, we're not getting into the NC-17 modding scene. Power transfer requirement is an unneeded thing that could be removed or something different done. Yeah, I agree. Something different could be done for that, or it just needs to be easier to accomplish. The goal of that was a kind of a referendum on your settlements. It was kind of to be like, hey, you've been ignoring your settlements. You need to go clean them up so they have enough excess resources. So it doesn't necessarily need to be that in particular. And then I think the 1,000 power number just came from a variety of things. It was like the power is kind of the top end stuff you need from your settlements. There's later a project to reduce the power usage of the antenna, so power was a natural fit there. But I think one of the things I talked about in a previous one of these streams was one of the things we can do to smooth it out is to make it cleaner to get to the higher tier power plots and the other, just like any of them, the power plots, water plots, that are to get to the high tech a little bit sooner. And then also, I think probably, and maybe we've already done this. I don't actually. Let me check. I don't really have a good way to check right now. Does anybody know offhand? I can probably look it up on our wiki. If you're playing in City Manager difficulty, like the default, which are the default options in the mod, is it set up to acknowledge NPC stats for assignment? I believe it is, and that might be one of those things that needs to become a hardcore option, because it's not intuitive right now when you go to assign somebody, or when you try and change building plans, of why you can't assign them or why you can't change the building plan to what you want. And I think that in itself becomes a blocker, to where it just makes it a little more obtuse. And it's, I like having complex stuff there where people have to think about it a little bit, but for somebody who's not coming at this for the depth of it, and like, you know, maybe they like it knowing that it exists but not having to get manually involved. Like, I think that that's a bit of a blocker, so having that disabled by default I think would probably be a good move. Alright, I can't see anybody. Yeah, this is a trippy city plan. Just, calls attention. Yeah, this city plan is nuts. This was done by Gavman for one of our contests. It is, I'll get you the name in case you want to go grab it. But yeah, they turned this into like a mine with this crazy skylight, and it's like this really interesting maze to climb through. It's a really neat city plan. Settlers don't love it, but it is Outpost Zimonia. Oh no, sorry, Zimonia Cavern. Sorry, Outpost Zimonia is the name of the place. Zimonia Cavern. So you can grab that on Nexus. Sure, I think I might be weird because I really enjoyed HQ. I think most of us like the idea of something like an HQ, of being like, oh, I finally get to be an actual faction leader and have a group of people I control, and make a place to bring all of my named characters together. Like, some of those ideas are cool. There's enough clunkiness around the HQ system itself that it becomes a blocker for folks. So it just needs to be smoothed out. Some of that was like, we didn't really finish all of the ideas. Like, some departments never got fully fleshed out. Other bits of it were, the code just wasn't where it needed to be. The code actually, I think in some cases, is too complex, and it makes things take longer than they should, which then adds its own clunkiness, which makes it feel not worth battling. So it's got a lot to work on. There's plenty of room there for a big patch. Everyone's thinking my issue is that needing a separate plot for power transfer, like maybe high-end power plots have it built in. That's a possibility. I have been thinking about doing some stuff like that to change the functionality of plots. Like, one thing that came to mind the other day was, so I think two of the plot classes that are problematic in that they're just not interesting enough are sanitation. I still kind of like the idea of sanitation as a complex addition, but I think it needs to have a passive benefit. So I'm thinking something like that having sanitation will give you the cleanliness benefit even without anyone assigned to it. So you could just build like a bathroom or a laundromat and not use it as a job and still gain the benefit. And then if you assign people to it, it could multiply that benefit, something like that. And then the other one that's a problem that I need to come up with more depth to, or more interesting thing for, is the cemetery. I think getting either of those building plans is automatic. If you're doing any type of min-maxing, you just look at those and it's like, nope, no time for those.
Yes?
Yeah?
You should know. People have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
Wait, we need more beds? No, we have 54 beds. Oh yeah, we went through this before. We checked, and like some of the ADs on the workshop are getting set incorrectly by the workshop code. And I don't know why. Alright, well, we have a bar right over here where everyone likes to hover, so if we do have any unique NPCs, they'll be over here.
Yes?
You're not, you're a visitor.
Yes?
So are you. Patrick, how's it going? Shower thought, but could you use the 3 levels of plots with ASAMs and use that to build an upgrade class A, B, C ship builds in Starfield? Is that possible? I'm not sure. I haven't really pushed the limits on what we can do in Starfield yet. It's been, I think the stuff that's been more exciting for me to pursue in Starfield so far has been story stuff, which is kind of where we ended up in Watchtower. I know we did some mechanics, but I've been kind of hoping to see if Bethesda would do something more with I kind of want to see what other features Bethesda's going to do, basically, before I get in too deep, because I would hate to like spend a year or something working on some big fancy feature and then they release their own version of it. Like, that would feel real nasty, because then we would have to basically reinvent the wheel to make sure we incorporate whatever they added and make sure it was compatible. So, you know, I'm kind of like Starfield. I've kept a little bit I haven't dove fully into it yet. We also had the problem on Starfield that's kept us from going all in on it is we hit the space limit with Watchtower, and it's like, Watchtower wasn't even near as big as we want to get with these projects. So to hit the space limit on that was like a red flag of like, uh-oh, how much are we going to be able to do here? Because everything takes so much more space. Like models are bigger, textures are bigger, voice files are bigger, everything is bigger in Starfield, and yet we have the same space limit as we do in the other games for mods. It's a little concerning. I actually have a request into Bethesda to be like, you guys really need to rethink that. So we'll see what they do. But so I don't know. It might be possible to do automated upgrading of ships. Probably possible. Cannot plots needing stats fits in a roleplay realism sense, but without better access to the engine for tutorials and info off by default might be best. Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, I don't mind it as a hardcore option for people who like diving in and want to, get hands-on with it. But I think for most folks, it's like, wait a second, I unlocked this new building class and I can't use it for some reason. Wiki says special stat requirements are on for automated difficult. Oh, for automated even? Okay, yeah, I'll probably switch the special stat requirement to only on for hardcore. I think it just adds just enough like kind of irritation to playing with the mod that it's not ideal. Like it does, not having that makes training plots less valuable in that part of the game, but they can still serve purpose in preparing people for HQ. So, because another one of my plans is to make training plots more attractive too. I want that to be like originally it was designed to be like a bonus you would get at the end to be like, all right, this represents your society is flourishing enough they can spend time on recreation, but that kind of goes against the gameplay we're building up to, which is what you want to train up super settlers over time. So I think we need to encourage people to use those early on. Putting this down as a note for myself. Refresh city plan for fun. No, I hate refreshing city plans. Is like you're committing to parking your character in your settlement for an hour while the game figures out how to handle that, because it is so slow. Because they basically have like to refresh a city plan. I honestly don't recommend doing that very often. It has to dismantle every single plot, every single piece that was built, and then rebuild them all and try and get everything back to how it was. It is super, and then it has to fix all the assignments. It is an intense run of code. The way we got away with it, we just got a crash. The way we got away with it being a little bit faster in Sim Settlements 1 is we just weren't clean about it. We just destroyed everything and rebuilt it, and then just were like, yeah, whatever, your assignments will figure themselves out. We didn't bother to record assignments, or I don't think we even recorded plot levels and plans. It was just like, nope, those are all going to start over. Hold on a second. Switch this to standby for a moment. So yeah, the refresh city plan, I tried to make it more correct in SS2, but that also makes it real slow. So yeah, if you hit refresh city plan, be prepared to just leave your character chilling there for a while. It's off for automated, on for City Simulator. Yeah, I think even for City Simulator, I think if I turn that off, that'll probably be for the best, because I think most people who don't mess with the settings, they're going to be playing on the city, the base settings. But yeah, what do you guys? Any guys have any ideas what we could do to the cemetery to make that a more useful building plan? We could also do something with the, like what you mentioned, A1, of making power transfer more of an automated thing. Like that could become, I don't know. The problem with it being automated is that, I don't know, maybe it could be. I don't know, I'd have to think about it some more, but because I wouldn't want to get rid of those building plans. It would be I would want to come up with some sort of new benefit for them.
Yeah?
Got work to do.
Can't talk now. Alright, I'm not seeing any new settlers appearing, so we're going to head back to HQ. See what our status is, because it could be that we don't have enough people in one of the departments. I need to go fix that. Oh, I think the cemeteries look fine. I just think that they don't. I feel like they don't do enough. The impact they have is pretty minimal unless you're playing with mortal settlers. Cemeteries are considered healthcare. Sell Soylent Green. Yeah, it's food production as well. Food production for cannibals. Cemeteries could give sanitation. Yeah, so somebody else said that's what City Skylines does if they're considered healthcare. Give you a way to increase sanitation. Constant Engine is there a way to speed up loading in a late game save? I have to yet to get chapter 3 because every time I get far enough into save, parts of the map break and cause crashes. I mean, are you running buff out? I assume you're playing on PC, yeah? Or are you playing on Xbox?
Attention. Security required.
Okay, so we've got facilities and engineering aren't doing anything anymore. Let's look at our task list here.
To resolve a domestic incident in progress.
Few cost of this. Engineering 75, science 75. Alright, exit menu. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, we're probably short on engineering. Maybe not though. Yeah, we're short on engineering. We are short on science temporarily. As soon as they finish their project, we'll be good. So we just need to get some more engineers in place here. So let's reassign some staff. We need 59. We need 16 more. Okay, well, we can't take people from science. That's going on the bottom here. Okay, we don't really have any good options. Okay, so I guess we're going to go recruit for engineers while we're waiting for the science department to finish up their thing. How much will we have? The science department will have enough, right? Let's double check that. Yeah, we'll have enough in science when they finish their projects. So we just need to recruit a couple engineers. Alright, let's go back to Sunshine. As pointed out, 45 is a freaking... Wait a second. I thought it was 45 before. Now it's 34? What's going on here? Oh, Starlight, we had 46. Still 34 is a lot. 46 is crazy. It's a little excessive. Alright, we'll find some engineers in one of these settlements. Yorkshire with some sort of meditation reflection boost that gives settlers soul survivors a short stat boost. I think if it's short, it could be useful for the player. I don't know if that would help the settlers though. We'd also need, I mean, would it be, were you thinking like you just walk by it and you gain that? Or like actually like an activator? Because if it's an activator, that definitely makes things more complicated. PC on A, but I had the issue on NG and OG with buff out. Well, so what I'm wondering is, do you see, have you tried analyzing your crash reports from buff out when you get those crashes? But as far as improving script loading, the one thing you could do, hold on, let me see if it's in our wiki. You can, there's a INI setting you can change to give Fallout 4 more script memory. I don't know if we have that listed on our wiki or not, though. I mean, most people on our team don't use this, so it's not a necessity. I do use it just because I'm trying to get as smooth an experience as possible, but it shouldn't be necessary. But if you've got, you know, on most modern systems, like Fallout 4 was designed to be run on a 10, well, more than 10-year-old machine, right? Because when they were developing it, they're always developing these games 4 or 5 years in advance. So any modern machine should be able to have, should have plenty of extra memory to give to to the game. I'm trying to find what that is called. Let me check my all 4 INI for you real quick. Okay, so I'm going to just paste some stuff that I have in my INI file. I am not saying you all should use this. I'm just giving you some options. So here you go. Here's some things I have in my INI file. Oh, hold on. They're a mess in YouTube chat. They looked so good in my notepad. Okay, well, add new lines after each of those things. I don't know why YouTube chat won't let me add new lines. So this should be like papyrus in the brackets, and then a new line, and then update budget MS equals 2.4. Like anytime there's an F or a number, you should add a return there. And then like F extra tasklet budget is another one. Those are some settings that I put in my thing, in my INI file, that seem to give the game a lot more resources to play with. So maybe you'll have better, maybe you'll have good luck with those. I never played with Mortal Settlers. Can't remember the last time I lost one in an attack, so I never built them except for Ebony Farm by Mary's Grave for respect. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the idea was with Cemetery, was for people who weren't playing with Mortal Settlers, it just became kind of a flavor thing. It's not particularly useful otherwise. That's what I would like to fix that, because I really like the idea of anybody who picks up Sim Settlements and does nothing with the settlements other than drop plots or build city plans should get benefits from anything that gets built, right? I don't want people getting like stuff that just, you read it and you're like, well, that's useless. Like, that's not a good feel.
Yes?
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing.
I'm okay with niche buildings. Like, you know, if somebody wants to make a building plan that's like, well, this is only useful in this specific scenario, there's a flag on building plans that says, basically tells it not to automatically build. Someone wanted to choose it. I think that's great. I think it's entire classes being not useful is not where we want to be.
It never changes.
Yes?
Okay, let's go ahead and get...
grounded. I'm always grounded.
Katie, you want to come work in our engineering department? Oh, you're a scientist. Look at that intelligence. Holy hell. 11. Look at that endurance. Breaking records. 11. What do you got going on, Gibbs? Not much.
You should know. People have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
I think one of the biggest changes I've got coming to HQ that will make it a valuable resource for anybody is going to be the job fair. I want to have a project you can run from the admin department where they'll bring you a bunch of settlers to...
Farming's as honest work gets.
Not interview, but basically they'll bring them into the building and then you'll be able to scan them and they'll be named like prospective hire or something, and then you can just choose to recruit them while they're hanging out.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
You can send them to settlements, send them to HQ or whatever. So, and then
Biggest
you'll be able
town I ever saw.
to run it for each department. So it'll be like job fair engineering, job fair administration, or whatever, and it'll give you it'll just spawn a bunch of settlers that are, you know, decent stats in the in what you want. And like, I don't know if it'll be a % chance, or I haven't figured out exactly how we're gonna do it. Maybe a % chance to get higher ones, or maybe it'll always bring, you know, a variety, and maybe there'll be a cap cost to hire them. I'm not sure yet. But just, I like the general idea of being able to use it to bulk spawn settlers quickly. Because I think that's what, I think that HQ and settlements need to have a reciprocity where, like, settlements are providing the resources by HQ, and then HQ accelerates settlement growth in return. Looking for engineers. Anybody here? Oh, that's a cool little setup.
I knew leaving that cave had to be a step up, but I didn't realize just how much of one it'd turn out to be.
Oh, that's nice to say. I mean, she's happy here. I don't know where she's talking from. Maybe she's swimming in the mute fruit.
Could you do something
mash.
about getting people more beds?
Oh, nope, found her.
I'm sick of hearing about it.
Me too. Guess you got plenty of beds. Nice, scan? How's that not working? There it goes. No, we need strong perception. Sorry, Julia. Julia is out.
Huh?
I hate to break up this crew,
for
but
a working spaceship.
Franklin. No, only perception 4.
Hey, good to see you again.
I wish we had new comic books.
Come
Mine
on, Joe
all have
Gallagher.
pages missing.
What are you doing, tear down expert? You should be a freaking farmer, man.
We need more beds.
Oh, we need you to be a farmer, buddy. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, he's got all these. This is from the. This is also a crazy city plan. And you guys were talking about the Outpost Ammonia city plan being crazy. This one's nuts. There's a freaking vault built underneath this. As you can see by the by the icons coming up out of the ground. Alright, come on. Give me access to the thing. Actually, hold on. You know what?
Isn't
We'll.
this place a sight?
Did you have 4 or 5? He had 5, I'll take him. He's got 5 perception, I'll take it. Scan.
Yes?
I'm Reese, happy new year to you. Electro Boy, hello. Any plans to bring something like the faction packs back in? Some way to manage the different faction settlements and have them fight it out. Yeah, there's not quite the way they were in Conqueror, but they're definitely on the agenda to try and do something like that.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Nope, that's not what I want.
We need
It's
more
kind of a
beds.
later stage plan. I'm
Hi there.
currently focused on fixing all the existing stuff before we add anything major new like that. Like the 5-year anniversary, I made an exception and put out the pre-build system. So I wanted something exciting, and I had that pretty much done when we were coming up to the 5-year anniversary. But otherwise, my goal is to keep trucking away at fixing existing things before I start adding new stuff again.
What do you say? Want to work for me?
Yes.
Alright, let's put you in engineering.
Yes.
Okay, not a lot of great engineers here. Let's head over to Starlight. We got a lot of folks there. Oh, how do you get to the plot to the vault? If you go into the little shack that's kind of near the entrance, it was formerly an outhouse. There's a ladder that you click on, and it takes you through the floor. No, I missed it. You see my ping in Discord about skipping Jake? Did some messy testing. It seems Jake only breaks once. Oh yeah, I did see your ping about that. Yeah, in Discord, I did see that. Yeah. No idea why, though. That's going to be something I'm going to have to just go do some deep dive testing myself in to try and get to the bottom of. Alright, let's try scanning some of these folks that are just kind of hanging out in the file.
Hi, how are you? What a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me. Yeah?
Wait, is that 9 perception? I think it was. It was. Okay. And I don't... He doesn't look like he's doing anything. Hold on a second.
Just needs a bigger bar.
Let's pay more attention. Scan. He's got perception training and he's unemployed. He is exactly who we're looking for. You are our guy.
Can I ask you something? You interested in coming to work for me?
Alright, any other unemployed brilliant engineers hanging out here?
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
No, we do have several unemployed folks, though. We could definitely start snagging some people.
My back hurts, my feet hurt. Everything hurts.
People are having to sleep 8 shifts.
Look at all these unemployed folks. Alright, Rob, you'll do.
Making everyone the big
I wish I had some cards. Everyone could use a little idle time.
Got a minute? Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
As you wish. Yes, sir.
And endurance. All these people, I think, hanging out in the middle are unemployed. I was looking for something to do. Alright, well, let's first run an automated assignment. Let's see if we'll just find some jobs. Town meeting gal. Back to Rob. RCM fixed me is just to quest skip to well. Since the start is radio message, not a PC. The stranger NPC is bugged, so I believe well is when you find his name. It's actually the same NPC still. Likely when you're doing the quest skip, you're just invalidating whatever AI package he was using to keep following you. That's my best guess.
I can see a few sculptures in here. You let me know if you need it.
The grid supervisor with 1 perception. Alright, let's see what our job situation is here now. 45 settlers, 48 beds. Gotta give those meters some time to catch up. How short are we on actual jobs here? A lot of strangers showed up while I'm talking to Jake. No, it's actually the same NPC. We can temporarily change the names of NPCs pretty easily. Those meters are not interested in updating. What's going on here? Alright, well, when the meters don't want to cooperate, we always have the reports on the... What's going on, buddy? Later, Racer. Alright, reports. Plot report. Alright, let's see here. We've got 9, 15, 21, 32. Wow, we are short by quite a few. Oh, but I guess that doesn't count. That doesn't account for plots that can support multiple people. I guess we don't really have a job report, do we? Yeah, I guess we don't really have a way to check easily how many people need jobs still, other than, you know, we would count on our HUD working, but for whatever reason, it occasionally gets stuck. Alright, well, we can brute force solve this by just building some more jobs. I would love to see that. Ah, it's so frustrating because I would love to see how many we need. Do we need more? And then the needs. I'm gonna have to go back to the needs report for this. All right, I gotta figure out what's going on with this HUD here. But I'm also gonna go check out. Just realized we have a tax collector, so we might have a little wealth to grab here. Oh yeah, 7,400 caps. Way to go, tax collectors. Happiness is going down because the game is telling the settlers that they don't have beds. Even though they clearly have enough. 48 out of 45 people, 48 beds. I'm sure I've told this story many times, but one of the reasons that King of Creations exists is because sometimes I get frustrated with this game because we don't have access to the low-level code to understand what's happening. But we can see things like saves start to get unstable for no apparent reason, which makes then troubleshooting things like this exhausting. So then I'm like, well, I know how to solve this. I'll just make my own game, and then I'll have access to all the code. But that is a very big endeavor. So, but yeah, I think the HUD being not functional, I'm racking my brain trying to see what I could even do right now, because the log file on my other screen shows that there's action happening. It's just not updating in the game, and if I go to another settlement, it probably will display. Alright, we're gonna just go grab a random person over here who's not doing anything. It does look like a lot of people did get jobs all of a sudden, because there's not just a cluster of people bored here in the middle. So that's a good sign. Zero visitors, which makes sense. Oh, hey, buddy. Nice sharing the seat. Very kind of you. Alright, here we go. I think we found... Oh, this is our HQ worker. Yeah, he's just lost. That's fine.
You gotta take things one day at a time.
It seems like most folks have jobs now, so the back to work seems to have done what I needed it to. What are you doing back here? Alright, you can hang out back there, that's fine. I don't want to take anybody from resource jobs because it took us a long time to balance out our numbers, so I don't want to break anything there. Alright, we're going to just assume that this place is fine for now. And we're not the sunshine. Sanctuary having 30 feels like we can steal somebody. The happiness report has unemployed. Okay, I can go back and check that. So not registering some of the plot beds. It could be that, Colin. It's usually because the numbers show correct in the HUD. It's what we found. What I found earlier is something like this happened at Sunshine. The folks would have the dialogue that sounded like, "Hey, folks, people would be happier if there were more beds," or "People are having to sleep in shifts." You know, those kind of lines. And there's a value that gets set on the settlement that says that they're short on beds, and that is set right now in several of my settlements, even though it's not true. So this is one of those rabbit holes I have not dug into yet, which is, so with Workshop Framework, I rewrote a lot of Workshop code, primarily not to change functionality, but to add the potential for more functionality, right? It was like adding in hooks and stuff so that things that were unchangeable previously could be changed. And, you know, after having played this game so much and understanding how most of the code runs, it's clear that there's room to kind of rewrite the Workshop scripts from scratch in a sense to make them more efficient and to fix issues like that. Like
Can't remember the last time I had
but
clean fingernails.
one of the reasons that
been growing pretty
I've
good
not pulled the trigger on that is that so many mods depend on the workshop system running correctly that I'm afraid to dive in too deep and potentially make things worse. There's also the fact that sometimes the bugs that we're fighting against are not even bugs that we can control. They're just like for example, the fact that we have a character in my save right now who is broken. Like that is an engine level failure. So, you know, how many of these workshop issues that I'm running into are also engine level failures, and I'm trying to fix a problem that can't be fixed, right? So if you try and address a problem at the wrong level, you actually can make things worse.
Do I look like I want to chit-chat?
The farm's not much, but it's something.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls?
But this guy right here is super broken. He can't be recruited. And if I load a new save and spawn him in, or teleport him to me, if I load, like, create a new character, he's totally fine, so I know it's not an issue with the mod, it's just something specific for my save, so could be running the same issue with
This place isn't awful.
some of these
Still a
weird
hole,
settlement
but it could
quirks,
be worse.
like the bug with the happiness going down and such. Alright, we are looking for some unemployed folks.
Huh?
So I know in All Faiths Chapel in Diamond City, you can gain a temporary XP buff, quiet reflection. Maybe you could add to the cemetery plots. Yeah, that could be cool. I would like it to. It would be nice if we could want something for the settlers too.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Because if it was a buff that just happened when you got near,
Yes.
without actually having to do anything, then we wouldn't need an interactive
Hi,
point.
how
It
are
could
you?
just be like a trigger box that
Lost
I could
track of how
dynamically
many
spawn on
blisters
all
I
of them.
got.
Yeah.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Because one thing whenever I change functionality
If
is
you
I
ain't
need to
been up
make
to
sure
see
that
Grey Garden, you
it doesn't
should go.
require everybody to
Whole place is run
upgrade
by
their building
robots.
plans that are already released. Because
Huh?
while
Yeah.
there are some number of people who will do that,
Yes.
there's
Work,
also some
you
folks who released their add-on packs and have moved on.
Yeah.
Dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me. Don't much care for
Okay,
good
you guys
neighbor.
are all employed.
Place is nothing but trouble.
Oh, you
You
might
know what
not
I
be.
call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
What do we got? What do we got? Come on, scan. Oops. Why is this not working? Alright, we'll zap you. Okay, okay, scripts are backed up right now, because we're not getting to animatics. So we need
Yeah.
to chill for a minute. Brownberry, do all beds have a roof over them? Not likely. But I have that that option turned off, so it shouldn't affect happiness. It could still make them complain, but it wouldn't have my happiness coming down. Do you have assigned beds function like you do for jobs? Though Back to Work, I believe, runs it on jobs too. I think it just forces an auto assign, and then teleports everyone back to their job plots. I think is what we have the code doing. Loneliness, where's the pre-order link for when you can decide to make your own game? Looking forward to that day. No pre-orders. Don't pre-order. No, I shouldn't say that. I actually pre-order for indie companies. I probably would pre-order if the right game came out. Like if they open up pre-orders for like Slay the Spire 2, I'm there. Alexander, what is your opinion on generative AI used in free mods? I mean, I just don't like it in general. I think generative AI, most of it you can tell kind of immediately. There are some stuff. There are places for generative AI. Like I think there's a few places where I can legit see use for it. For example, for making something that isn't a character be able to react dynamically. Like I think in the finals they used it for the announcer. I think that's a great spot to use it, to be able to have more precise announcers. Like I could see doing that in sports games too. Do an announcer like that. Like, you know, ideally pay a voice actor to have their voice trained, and that way you can have a real super reactive in a way that wouldn't be financially or technically feasible to do otherwise. To record the voice like that, like it just wouldn't sound natural. Like there's no to record the combinations of, like, you know, just thinking of a sports game, all the different players doing all the different things in real time. Like you couldn't record it. It would take, you know, billions of combinations of lines to record. So like that type of thing, generative is the only way you could do it in a video game. And you know, they've got it. They've done some interesting things with that. I don't play a ton of sports games, but I know that they've improved that quite a bit over the years. But I mean, you could probably get it sounding pretty real, especially when you have like crowd noises and stuff to cover up some of the like fakeness of AI sound. So I think there's uses for that. But I think for like story-driven games, the promise of having every NPC be able to have infinitely deep conversation, I don't think that that's a good sell. I think that sounds boring. Like, it would be like, okay, so if every one of these guys can talk to me forever, then like, why would I engage with any of them, right? That's just too much. So I'm definitely more in the human camp. And from the, you know, I think one of the things we see a lot of for Skyrim and Fallout 4 is people putting out mods where they've generated new voice for voice actors they don't have access to, but it's, you know, if you think about it from the voice actor's perspective of like, it's like, I didn't say that thing. You're making it sound like I said a thing I didn't. And that really clicked for me when I did a sample training of my own voice on a tool, and then how realistic it sounded, and then it just kind of creeped me out when I thought about someone using my voice to say random things. Like somebody posted a video on Twitter of one of, I think it was one of my news videos, or it might have been the feature explanations for Watchtower or something like that, where they translated me speaking in Spanish, and I was like, my gut reaction was like, I hate this. I don't like that they made it sound like I can speak Spanish, like I don't speak Spanish. So I don't know. It's from when you think about it from a human perspective, I don't know. It makes me feel bad. So I can't explain it. Like I had the gut reaction first, and then I haven't figured out the words to explain. I don't know. I don't understand my own feelings there yet, but. So we're going to need a quest to establish a TV station somewhere so settlers can watch something. Oh man, you have no idea how bad we want that. We were bummed to find out that in Starfield they still don't have that support. Like that's a thing in a game engine feature that needs to be set up to where you can take a game scene and project it on a flat surface. Like a lot of game engines can handle that, but Creation Engine cannot. Not even in Starfield, which is really unfortunate. Because that would be sweet. Like I would love to do that. Have like little scenes playing where, you know, like we did the theater plot, like having that in TV show form. That'd be so much fun. But the only way we could do it now, we'd have to set up like a bunch of textures to fake it. Like if you guys have seen there's some mods that restore like Starlight Drive-In and turn it into a movie theater where you can project different things. And I think people have done a lot of interesting videos on there. Some of them are simple ones, like they've taken the special videos that start on launch and turn them into videos that can play on the projector. The problem with them is they're so massive in the textures that it's just like, it's not a feasible thing. Whereas if the game engine supported projection of a live scene, it would be kind of generating those textures in real time. That's what we would hope for, and that would be really cool to do. Omri's wish visiting NPCs had a trade menu for what they are. Would be neat to buy meat off of a hunter. That could be an interesting feature. I think
yeah,
that's probably outside the scope. Like I have so many wish list items already. Like that's probably too small. That could make a good mod somebody could do though. Shouldn't be too hard to do that without having to edit SS2. Loneliness Death, I'll need the link to you speaking Spanish. I think I reported it because it creeped me out so much. I was like, nope, I'm not having that. This is not cool. There's probably still some out there. I mean, I think there are Twitter bots that do it automatically for people where they like, you bring it into you like add it and say translate for me or whatever, and it does it automatically.
What?
They released some canned footage of old shows like cheap copyright. Oh yeah, Videos of Wasteland. That's it, call sign. Yeah, so Videos of Wasteland already has kind of like that you can do, and I think you can put the stuff on TVs too in Videos of the Wasteland, but again, it requires these gigantic texture files, so it's not super feasible for us to distribute to Xbox. Rooster04, hello. years ago when EVE Online had the player apartment, someone was able to get a Breaking Bad episode playing on the screen somehow, and that fascinated middle school me. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, sometimes little novel things are like, you just can capture the imagination for, especially when you have no concept of how they operate. That is, yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's just a way, something special in EVE, because there's the creation engine couldn't do
Life's
anything
still
like
imperfect,
that.
but we're surviving.
Not without a DLL, anyway. Okay, I got distracted from my mission, and we're trying to find one more. I just need one more engineer, and we'll have enough to do our task. So let's get back on project here. So I know 10 Pines crashed for us for some reason. There's something funky going on there. I've actually crashed there before. I think the way that the settlement was built, it has some serious nav mesh issues. Where can we get somebody? I don't even need anybody pop. I need somebody with like 2 perception, and that'll be good enough. Maybe Grey Garden will have a few random stragglers we can snag. I know mostly it's going to be robots, but there's, I think I threw up a beacon, so there's probably some random folks there. Now we just need some deep fake videos of Jake for Spite. Okay, so somebody on one of our servers, I don't know if it was on the KGC Discord or on the Patreon Discord, but somebody did a deep fake of Torin from Starfield, and I like did a double take. I was like, did someone get animations working in Starfield? Because they have him like doing this crazy dance, and then I zoomed down. I was like, oh nope, that's horrible. AI slop. Get it out of here.
Then let's make a deal.
Things were a bit crowded. A few more beds would lift everyone's spirits.
I appreciate your thoughts, buddy. Oh wait, we're still stuck with. Hold on a second. We need to do something. Save. We got to check our active scripts. I think we're about to get hammered with what do you call it? Vitamatic screens, because I did several on somebody else and they still haven't come up. All right, give me a second here. I have a. Oh wait, do I not have the tool installed on this computer? Yes, I do. I just in a different folder. All right, we're gonna load up Resaver here. Fallout 4, save, script check. We'll see how bad our active script situation is. Because if it's not bad, then I have a bigger problem in my save. Because if the Vitamatic quits working, that means that likely the active script's 141. What do we got stuck on? A lot of sim plots. The Tom. Oh, it's the Tom Thorne quest, I think, because I tried to talk to him. Suspended, suspended, suspended. There's so much stuff suspended right now. Okay, so when your save gets in this state, the solution is we go to Diamond City and we just chill and we talk while we wait. And the nice thing is, because I did all these Vitamatic scans, we will have a clear indicator on screen when things have caught up. A new Skyrim area map. Oh, I forgot to check what that was. The old Windows 11 screenshot rotation. Or background rotation. Samus, I think FO4 does that as well. It's just not as obvious as what the VR does. For some of the power armor stuff, I think that's what the Fallout 4 does.
The latest hairstyles from the upper stands.
Yeah, and you can make the engine kind of do whatever you want with once you get F4OC involved. If you guys haven't seen the what's the mod that adds the vehicles to New Vegas? And then somebody did a horse in New Vegas. It's crazy how good they do. So like you can make this engine sing if you've got the right programming skills for it. I do not have a lot of skill or experience in 3D game engineering, but that's also why I was able to make some settlements, because I can work on the high level stuff, the gameplay functions, and not have to worry about how do the characters stand on the ground.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
Drivable cars from New Vegas. There you go. I think they also, wasn't it in Frontier too? They had some of them. I mean, seeing improvements that's a good sign when we see improvements popping up on plots. So stuff's happening. Our scripts aren't fully stuck. There's just some chain of scripts that are stuck. My guess is it's going to be related to Tom Thorne, because we know he's a broken character. And a lot of this stuff all routes through the same quest. There's a quest called some NPC quest, I can't remember what it's called, RPG Manager or something like that. And it handles Vitamatic, and it handles releasing characters from talking to the Ron. Probably handles too much, and so if it gets stuck, it can kind of go up the works. Hey, Alexander, do you watch the Fallen TV show? I watched season 1, but season 2 I do not have Prime, so can't watch it yet. I have to wait until it becomes available in some other format. I guess we can walk around the city while we wait for our scripts to catch up. If they don't catch up by 11, which is when I'm angling to end the stream tonight, I'll probably use Resaver to do some surgery so that we're back in business next week. Because there's no way I'm abandoning the save. We have come so far. What are we on? What week are we on now? 40, something like that? We're like right at the cusp of finishing chapter 2. I will rescue this save. I'm not ready to start over again. If we do it next time we do start over, though, you guys really have to call me out on the listening to dialogue. We really got to speedrun dialogue, because the plan with this one was to speedrun dialogue, and then once in a while I just get Jake starts talking to me, and I can't resist. There's a few of the quest lines where the voice acting is so good, it just pulls me right in. Nightingales is another one I have real trouble skipping through. Oh man, that is a Jazra last name. Hello, Happy New Year. I wonder if I'm getting that bug again, where it's because I'm seeing a lot of you are set up like this. Are your YouTube names set up like this intentionally on your end, where you guys have like some words and then a few numbers at the end? Because that to me is always like a good sign I'm looking at a bot in comments of like random gibberish letters and then numbers at the end, but I see a whole bunch of you are displayed like that. I wonder if it's some bug. We had this a couple weeks ago where I was streaming and everybody showed up like with like their default account name, not their display name. Love the idea last stream of debuff for character until you find Sean and made him on. Yeah, I think what I wouldn't want to just do it a debuff. I'd want to make it like, I really like the idea of psychotic breaks or something where you just start disconnecting from reality because you can't handle the craziness of like all of a sudden the world ends and your wife is dead. Like that's such an intense thing for somebody to go through. And so far from reality. I like the idea of waking up in the future.
Protection for sale.
So I think I'd want to go super dark with it, and that would require a bunch of story stuff. And it would also require, I would need Courtney Taylor and Brian Delaney, because we just talked about how I feel about generative AI. So my version of the mod probably not happening.
Shang, what have I told you about keeping the lake clean? Don't make me shut down this little stand of yours.
Every drop of water that comes out of that.
That's just YouTube being YouTube? Okay, so everybody's out there. That's just what everyone's setup looks like right now.
Always gotta be hassled by city regulations.
Never bothered to change your name? Ah, gotcha, okay. Yeah, that's true, Canuck. Like, it used to be so easy to get whatever name you wanted. Like, I had a funny incident today. I was putting some stuff in my calendar on my phone. I was talking with my wife while we were coordinating some stuff we have going on in January and February. And somebody's birthday popped up on my calendar. And it was somebody I went to junior high with. And it's like, oh my god, I've had this email address since junior high. Like, that's crazy. and how many years that's been, and then like the fact that people have had to compete for usernames that whole time. Like I've held on to that username that, I mean, that's over 30 years. Like, and nobody else can have that. So like how many people are no choice but just have a bunch of numbers on their stuff anymore? You didn't add numbers before YouTube did it, yeah. Voice main characters not good for modding, that's true. But I actually really enjoy them. I think I would argue most of my favorite games have voice protagonists.
Get it trim. You won't regret it.
But yes, it is a pain for modding.
Read the public.
Broke up with my girl. She kept the cap off the toothpaste.
Anything for an upstander.
This is what I like about you, Wellingham. You know what you are. Not trying to be anything other than
John, my junior times didn't include internet. I was actually surprised mine did. I was like, was it around even then? Like, I think we were in junior high. We were probably, those people probably getting AOL discs.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
Okay, stuff's starting to happen. I got an unlock. We might do another script checking moment here. We're doing the script check, and then maybe if I think of it, I will. If it shrinks the game down, we can figure out what this crazy Skyrim map picture is. Okay, this is the Kimberley coastline in Australia.
You keep looking at me like that. I'm gonna start thinking you're a simp.
All right, Resaver, load up. Let's see what we got. If you've not used Resaver before, you're on PC, I highly recommend it. It is called Fallroom Tools on Nexus. So you can find it under Skyrim Special Edition or Fallout 4. It works for both games. And the most important feature of it for loading your saves is you can look at the active scripts count. Here, I'll show you to you guys. You can look at this active script counts. If it gets over like 20, you probably have a problem. You can extend this out, and I can see like all these scripts are suspended. So you can, it's not really worth digging in, but you can dig in and you can actually trace it down. Like I can use this as a programmer and figure out more what's going on. Like I'll be able to use this to figure out precisely what the issue is, but it can be like a warning for you to be like, maybe I should roll back my save, or report this to somebody so that you know that there's a serious problem. But I'm pretty sure for me it's all this stuff. Assignment manager, recruitment manager, etc. that is gumming up the works. So I think I've been suspended in place object manager. So there's some stuff going awry here. And usually what it turns out to be is there's something, one chunk is gummed up. So my guess is it's going to be this Tom Thorne quest, because we know Tom Thorne's broken right now. And since his stuff is probably routing through recruitment manager right now, it's probably got a block of code stuck in a loop.
Some guy came into town.
And once that loop frees, then some of this other stuff will suddenly free itself as well. So one of the things you can do with this tool, if you get into this state and you don't know what to do, is just grab all these. Like I can just shift click them all and just go terminate. If you terminate all your scripts, suddenly things are working again. You will find that all that stuff that you terminated is probably broken now. Okay, and so like right here, this is probably where we actually caused our problem. Oh no, this is show. We got the town meeting menu to show up, so it might still be running the assignment code. That actually might still be going on, and that could explain why a lot of this stuff is all gummed up still. Assignment code can take a long time. Oh yeah, you see unassigned from objects is suspended, so it could be that back to work in that settlement with 45 settlers is still running and just causing things to slow down. So, but that's an option for you. You can terminate all your scripts to try and get things back to normal. In my case, what I like to do is I will just leave my character in Diamond City all night long, and then check on them in the morning and see if my scripts have cleared up. But again, going back to the conversation earlier, this is why I want my own engine, damn it. I want to be able to just load up a Visual Studio or some sort of crash logger, debugger, step through my code, see exactly what's going on.
Keep looking at me like that.
It will be glorious.
Start thinking yours.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Isn't all that logging going to go up the works as well? I'm not sure what logging, but yeah, logging can slow things down. I don't think it's going to gum up stuff though. Like the logging is, it can slow things down for sure, but not like this to where something as simple as scanning somebody is taking. I mean, it's been 20 minutes since I scanned those folks, so that usually means when it gets this bad, it usually means something is stuck in an infinite loop, and the only way I'm going to get out of this is to terminate some scripts. But we're going to give the game some time. Like I said, I'm going to wrap up the stream in a few minutes here, and then we will just leave the game running overnight. I don't need to do anything with this computer, so it can run all night, and we'll see if we recover it. Especially because this is a save for this playthrough on the stream. I don't want to lose it, so I'm willing to.
Who wants to look beautiful?
Because terminating scripts can lead to some instability, but sometimes it's better instability than abandoning the thing. Like I will go to terminating scripts if this doesn't work, if leaving it overnight doesn't run. But
everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
So how likely are story updates for SS2 in 2026, like Algernon? Currently slim. Because my focus is on fixing up so many issues in SS2 right now. Like I really want to get HQ 3.0. We need to get it overhaul of the Chapter 3 mechanics, and so those are kind of my primary focus. But we'll see. A lot of the when we get patches, the SS2 story patches are kind of like the. It all depends on, since everything has to go through one writer right now. I have one writer who does most of SS2 and most of our KGC stuff. That is a big blocker. We do have more content written for SS2 already, but it's not for Algernon. It's something else. And that something else is highly entwined in both HQ and Chapter 3, so I need to fix those mechanics before we can implement that stuff. So that is, this clean and play project is kind of the precursor before we can kind of get back to the story content that I want to do. And then it's just finding a good hole in the schedule of my writer, Sarik, because Sarik is a pretty big linchpin in the whole thing.
You won't regret it.
Is Mayor McDonough telling the truth? What does he have to hide? Read the public for the hard questions.
But yeah. All right, I think that's a good place to stop for the night. We're just going to leave this running. So, guys, Happy New Year. Thank you for joining me. Go watch Erica's video if you haven't already. And we'll catch you in 2026 for some Sunday Skyrim.